I'm happy to be doing another one. You know, I was looking today. I think the first episode was episode 140, and this episode will be like almost 260 or something like that. So it's been
Damn.
a hot minute
A
since
100 plus episodes later.
Yeah.
yeah. But it's I mean, dude, this new record sounds sick, and I'm stoked to chat about it and everything else you guys got going on.
My dog. Did I send you the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fire. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I've been jamming it for most of today, so it's great listening to.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Thank you.
So yeah, I'm just stoked to kind of catch up, talk about everything new, and
Fuck yeah, dude. The last time you talked to us, we were fucking literally like 17, I think.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
No,
you guys are drinking root beers.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, true. I forgot the drinking age is 21, so not, but like definitely not 21. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
We're good now. We're
All
good.
right, ready?
Yes.
All right, so I'll count us down. We'll crack our beers, and then I'll do the intro, bring you in, and we'll just have a good time. All right.
Okay.
In 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Beers with Bands podcast with your host, Michael Torres. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Beers with Bands. Very happy to be having this band back on. It's been a long time since they've been on the show. Welcome back to LoudFoxCult. How you guys doing?
Pretty good, bro. How about you?
Dude, I'm doing good. It's, surviving this heat wave that we keep getting, but, still striving, still going, and getting to reconnect with you guys. So it's going to be a good night.
Fuck yeah. You're in Minnesota, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty brutal. I probably would be fucked down there.
Also, this house that I moved houses since the last time we talked. So like my house now doesn't have current AC.
Oh,
It's an old school house. So like
Brutal.
some days are pretty brutal. I do have a window unit, but not in this room. So it kind of sucks.
Oof.
I can imagine. Fuck.
Yeah. But before we kind of get too far into things, for people that might not remember, LoudFoxCult, you guys are like an indie rock band based out of Detroit. We'll have a lot to talk about, but before we get too far, kind of go back around the room, say who you are and what you do in LoudFoxCult.
I'm Jackson. I play the bass.
I'm Isaac. I play guitar and I sing.
I'm Austin. I play guitar as well.
Merrick, and I drum.
And obviously, for people that might have watched the last episode, Merrick is the new face to the band since the last time
Yes,
we sat
sir.
down.
Woo!
Take me back to some of that. Like, how did you get connected with these dudes and like end up drumming for them?
Yeah, Isaac and I actually met at Wayne State. So we both go to Wayne State University down in Detroit. We had some music classes together. And then, like, I'd say like a year after we met, he hit me up to play a show with this band called Vert Terms. Like LoudFoxCult and Vert Terms were playing a show together. And so I drummed for Vert Terms. And then I think like a month or two later, I think they had like another show, like LoudFoxCult, and then they just asked me to play drums for them and just kind of stuck. And we went on tour together last year in the summer. I met them down in Massachusetts while they were recording the album, and and then since then I don't know, just been been playing with them since. So
No, that's awesome.
yeah.
For people that are watching the YouTube version, Austin's at work right now, trying not to get like.
Yeah,
being on the
honestly, I
podcast.
think somebody's getting walked out of the building right now, getting fired. So that was really
Oh
No.
Damn.
That's ass.
As long as it's not you, that's all that matters.
not me. They wouldn't do that to me. I've done too much for this place.
Fuck yeah. But no, we love our Merrick, bro. I'm grateful to have this fucking guy around, bro.
he's the best, dude, and he's so talented. Honestly, I'd say he's more talented than all of us.
Yeah, low key.
I don't know about that, but thank you. Yeah, no, it's been fun. Yeah.
No, it's awesome that you're with these dudes. Like I remember last time when we all sat down. Obviously, they didn't have a drummer, so I was always curious as to like, okay, how long can a band go and do what they're doing
Right.
without having like a full-time person. I know it's tough depending on where you are in the country because some bands have like I feel like there's always a shortage of either drummers or bass players for some reason.
Yeah.
No matter what. Funny enough, I did find this band on TikTok the other day. They have 2 drummers and a guitar
I know
player.
exactly which band you're talking about. I forgot what they're called, but I've seen that.
Yeah, and I was like, man, that's just like hoarding so much extra potential in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of
Right.
dope though. A dynamic of
Oh,
two,
yeah.
drummers, like
Yeah, 2 drummers is always
especially
cool.
because I think I was watching their video. They share like a hi-hat or something like that in the middle, so it's like literally like 2 kits like actually glued together. It's wild.
That's insane.
Yeah.
But the last time we were on, we were all talking about Cult Classic. Obviously, like that was a phenomenal release that came out back in 2023. You know, it's nice to see you guys have been pushing along since then. I think last year you released like just a 4-song like demos out on Bandcamp I like how the description was of like these basically are scraps that'll never get fully fleshed out or something like that. Like they'll never see the full light of day in a full recording. So it at least kept us wanting more after, you know, Cult Classic. But here we are to talk about your next release called I'm Going to Heal After You, which by the time this episode comes out, it'll already be out. We'll talk about all the merch that's with it too, but it'll already be out, multiple thousands of streams, hopefully. But it's been a great record to listen to today. Like, you guys definitely held up your end of like Cult Classic and then just took it to a whole nother level. Like the growth is great and like not a single miss of a song on that record.
I appreciate that, bro. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Like, do you have like a favorite? Like, what's your favorite song offhand?
You know, I think I got it up on this other screen. I think Drive You Mad is pretty catchy. So I really like that one. And then I think I'm really bad at song names, but I think it's either what's the slow one that you guys do? Is it I'm Going to Heal or is it Losing You?
I'm Going to Heal.
Okay, I really loved that dynamic of putting that in there to kind of like change up the flow of the whole record. It just hits really hard, but right before you go back into the next song, like I thought that was really well done as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
Thank you.
So were you guys working, like when did this record start to kind of start seeing some light of the day? Because obviously that, you know, you released those demos last year, the year after Cult Classic, but like when did these ones start kind of like making their way through you guys?
So those demos are actually from like when we were literally like 14 or 15. And it's like You're Terrific came out around that same time as well. But those, like, we had a whole album that we made like way back in the day, like partially that we were like, we really want to fucking, you know, make an album. Like, it's been a goal of ours as a band to make an album for a long time. And those are just songs that like I literally just like we made them together in GarageBand and they just like stayed on my computer. I never did anything with them. But we really wanted to like every once in a while just get the itch from just like we got to put out some damn music. So like it's a little thing on Bandcamp just to generate a little bit of hype, you know.
But we really started working on the record that we have now, like right after we did the Cult Classic EP. Like the song Losing You and Drive You Mad are 2 demos that I think are now like 3 years old now, if I like look back at the first one that we have. So it kind of just started from there. And then like we probably had like 3 or 4 songs and we were like, how about we start like really working on a record? And we were like pretty much all the way through it. And we probably had like, we wanted to do like 2 or 3 more songs, and we called our producer Kenny from Kenny Studios, Stevie, and we just put a deadline on it so that we wouldn't like go any further than that, because we could, you know, keep on going and make it perfect, but you know.
And we actually did 2 trips for this album. So the first one where Merrick came and went on tour with us. So like low-key, when we met Merrick, I remember like the first couple times we tried to practice with each other, it didn't really go too well, to be honest. I kind of thought he hated me, to be honest, because my impression was like he was probably thinking like, oh, these dudes just wasted my time, you know what I mean? But then we just did it a few more times because like not having a drummer for a long time and like learning to like actually play in a band when we've just been doing stuff as friends for a long time was like pretty hard, you know what I mean? So we had a different drummer whose name coincidentally is Eric. And he played a couple shows with us. So we got Eric and Merrick. And he wasn't able to like do the like a certain string of shows for us, and so we went up to we called Merrick up, and he ended up just becoming full time, like playing all of our shows. So first trip for the album, was it the first trip that he flew out or the second one? I don't remember.
First.
Okay, yeah. First trip, our studio guy Steve recorded all the drums on the album, but we had a string of shows that we were playing on the way back. So we flew him out, and he came, and or he flew himself out. I'm pretty sure. And we just like played those shows on the way home. It was really, some of them were pretty good and some of them were pretty bad. I blew out my voice because we practiced so fucking hard. And I just like didn't even think about the fact that like I could lose my voice. So 2 shows on that tour, I legit had no voice at all. And then the one in the middle was pretty good. But we decided once we were done with that trip that like we were okay with our finished product, but it wasn't really like ultimately what we were looking for. So we actually did a second trip back. And that's how the album is what it is now. The intro track, Shoe Pool Not People, is completely new. We took a couple songs. We had this one called Passing You By that like we really liked, but it didn't end up working out, unfortunately. So we just like replaced a couple of the songs that were like mid with like better ones, basically.
Yeah. No, I think it's smart to, like how you mentioned, like you gave yourself like a deadline of when to get this done. Just because, you know, like that is the tricky thing with if you, and I would be the same way, but like that's the tricky thing of like you want it to be perfect as much as you can, but if you keep tweaking it, yes, you were able to kind of go in and do like that revision, switch out some songs, but like if you would have had all the time in the world and be like, we'll go record when we think we're ready, like at what point do you decide that you're actually ready and not just like keep tweaking everything before you go?
Yeah, I feel like it also helps that he's so far away because like we don't even have the option to be like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, because it's like you got to actually be there and use the equipment to do it. So it kind of holds you accountable, you know.
And then also those shows that you guys played on the way back, those were, if I remember correctly from everything, obviously me doing my due diligence, those are your first out of state shows that you guys had played.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Like, I mean,
It didn't go the best. Didn't go the best.
Yeah.
But it was a fun time.
It was a learning experience.
It was fun. It was
I think
good.
we needed it. Yeah.
It was good. Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah, I mean, you got to. I mean, not every out of town show is going to be the greatest, but like at least you got it under your belt. I know you're leaving on tour tomorrow, which we'll talk about some of that going on. But at least like you could say like, okay, we did it. We marked that off of our band checklist of like what we need to do and just keep moving forward and growing from there.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And we got to meet like a lot of cool bands too, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
Some of like the best drummers I've ever seen. So it's been cool. Yeah.
Dude, hell yeah.
Well, shout out Daniel Street.
Daniel Street. Their drummer like changed
that band, bro.
They like changed my life. Like the drummer was so good. Yeah, so I really want to play with a show with him. I don't know, in the future sometime, but yeah, just all around. I think like every show we played, I think there was like at least one band, you know, that stuck out that was really good. So
Like really remarkable, yeah.
yeah.
No, that's awesome. I remember one time we played a show, like the show itself was solid. The bill was stacked, and then like as it kind of got done, it was just like all the bands still kind of like hanging out and just chilling, and then like our drummer and like 2 of the other drummers all just like set up in a circle facing each other and just did a fill off and just like drumming against each other, and it was like the coolest thing, and we're all
That's
just
awesome.
like this is amazing. Like all these people fucking rip right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to try that, I guess.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah. You'll have to try that.
Yeah.
But like I said, this record should be out by the time everyone is listening to this episode. You know, it's super great. I feel like you know, I listened to a little bit of Cult Classic today to kind of get that feel for you guys at the same time. I feel like this record, and like again, correct me if I'm wrong with me just now like listening to Cult Classic for the first time in a while, but like I feel like this record got a lot more sad than Cult Classic did. In like as good of a way that it could be of getting more sad. I don't know. It's like the vibes were there and like they just hit super well compared to that. Am I right in that judgment of it getting more sad?
I'd say like it definitely did get a little, because I feel like Cult Classic is more of like a we're growing up type of album, which still has some sad themes in it, but it's not like super depressing or anything. But I do feel like it gets to that point on certain, like, especially on uh the second to last song on the record, Bodies. Like I feel like it gets to like it's very hopeful, like it's like the our bodies were built for this, and that's the chorus. But at the end it's like if I'm just bound for last, then what should I do, and stuff like that. And like I don't know, I think that we kind of tried to not make it always so I feel like it was always glazed in this thing of hope when it doesn't always have to be that. But I do like to have a little bit of that still in there. But I just feel like we dug deeper into the depressive parts of it a little bit.
And I feel like it's interesting because like I feel like something I personally enjoy when it comes to songwriting is and I didn't even do it consciously. I just feel like sometimes it'll just happen because like most of the time he wrote like a lot of the songs on this album, him and Austin together, but I have a few as well. And like I started I'm Going to Heal. That's actually a song about my girlfriend. And he helped me finish writing it. So like I did like the first half of it up until the explosion. And like I had the guitar part made for the ending, but I was like, this needs to change because I just feel like it's not the vibe, but he just had like the perfect vocal melody to go over it. So that song is actually like supposed to be like the words are happy, but like it sounds sad. And I like to do that a lot in music. You know what I mean? Like it's not necessarily to like confuse the listener, but I like leaving a lot of room open for people to like hear it and put their own meaning to it. Because like one of my favorite albums is The Glow Part 2 by the Microphones, and like I had this whole story built up for it in my head that like was like so like outlandish and weird, but like it made so much sense to me. But then the actual album is just like has like the most plain like definition. You know what I mean? So like I like to leave. I think we all like to leave the room for people to interpret. You know.
I mean, that's the as like a listener, like that's the cool thing about music is it's obviously up to everyone's interpretation. Like one of my favorite records, "The Difference Between Hell and Home" by Counterparts. Like for the longest time, I thought it meant like a certain thing, and I've always seen it in that light. Even when I listen to it now, like I'll like only think about it in a certain way. But then I found out like the real meaning behind a lot of those songs, and I'm like, oh, I was completely wrong.
Yeah.
In a whole wrong direction. But like at the same time, I know that like Brendan would want you to feel like however you feel towards that.
Yeah.
And then kind of like on the opposite of how you were saying, where like your song sounds sad, but the lyrics are really happy. You know, you think about like Mom Jeans, where like the song itself sounds poppy and happy, but really the lyrics are kind of sad and depressing.
Yeah.
You know, in the typical Midwest emo fashion.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think a big inspiration for that too, the band AJJ, if you've ever heard of them. Like a lot of their like instrumental, the music in the background sounds very like upbeat and happy most of the time, but a lot of their like music is just so crushing once you like listen to the lyrics. So I like that uh what would you call it? Like that juxtaposition.
And then Merrick, with you coming in and like, you know, listening to all this, like what were some of your initial thoughts of like, oh, okay, like I have to drum these tracks, or like just hearing this album in general from like more of like an outside but inside perspective?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I don't really listen to Midwest emo or like pop punk a whole lot. Like I grew up, my dad was like really in the hardcore scene, and so I don't want to say that like pop punk was like viewed down upon in my household, but yeah, so that was kind of a bit of a challenge. I just wasn't really familiar with the genre. But I don't know, just playing with the guys, we flushed out a lot of parts together. There would be like a lot of times I'd bring, the drum part to them, and they'd tell me to change this part or change that part. And yeah, it was definitely nerve-wracking too, because I heard a lot of these songs for the first time a week before I left to go on, like to go to Massachusetts. And so that was very scary because it's a genre I don't play, guy, and like at the time I didn't really know the guys very well. And so yeah, it was just a lot to take in, but I think we've really kind of gotten into a flow together. We've written some like one or two songs together now, and Yeah, it's been really fun. I'm in a couple bands, and I would say this is probably my favorite one to play with. It's just a lot of fun to play. The drum parts are a lot of fun to play, and this genre has really grown on me a lot. I think the boys they're really good songwriters, and so I think that helps too. That they give me good material to work with. So uh, yeah, it's been fun. Yeah.
Yeah, Merrick's a G, bro. He's in technically four bands. He's in our band. Shout out Insano Style. This is hardcore group.
Yeah.
Electric Bug. It's like you call it like psychedelic rock, correct?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
60s sunshine pop
And
stuff.
then he also has a solo project called The Crumps. He just put out this song, bro. The Fall of Merrick DeLuca. Shit is gas, bro.
Yeah.
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 And I mean, Merrick was saying on Instagram the other day, like I didn't get to record any drums, but he actually did make. We altered it very slightly, but he made the drum part for the first song on the record, "Shoot Pool Not People," and
Mhm.
that's probably my favorite drum track on the whole album.
And also That High as well, number 5.
Oh, that high as
Yeah.
well. Yeah, yeah. And but I just think that it's like really cool because he brings in like a whole different bag of influences into the band, and I don't know, I just everything that we've done. So we just made a new one too that is probably our favorite one we've done yet.
Banger.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's really good.
Yeah. We're gonna.
No.
I think the whole tour we're probably gonna open with that. So
Oh
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Mhm.
But I love it when there's a band that like whether they have like whether it's the drummer or sometimes you can notice it in like the guitar player of like, oh, they don't you only listen like or listen to like the genre of the band that they're playing in style of music. Because you'll get some like hardcore drummers that'll come in and like do pop punk stuff and then just like they'll throw in a fill or do like these crazy like just double beats out of nowhere and it's just like what the fuck is going on,
Yeah.
but in like the best way
Yeah.
possible because you don't expect it to happen.
Right.
So to see like that mesh, especially with like obviously the bands that you're doing are all very dynamic from each other, so it's cool to bring that in and just like showcase it in a different light.
Yeah, it's definitely like I've definitely grown a lot as a drummer because of it. So
Uh, and then also, the cool thing with this record is you're partnering with Leave It at That Records and doing some tapes. For people that have, seen my anytime I post, mainly it's on I post it on like Twitter, but like I'm starting to get big into tapes. I don't even have a tape player. I need to fucking figure my shit out. But
bro.
I have like most of the little Leave It at That Records like discography, if you want to call it discography. It's all tapes. But so it's really cool to see you guys partner with them. I know they are also like a Michigan based label, so it's really sick that you guys are also doing it as well.
Oh yeah. Well, so they have Michigan bands, but I think they're based in Chicago.
Oh shit!
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure. I wouldn't have thought that either because like all their bands pretty much are from Michigan, but like they're really cool people. We got on a call with them and everything, and we were talking about the tapes. Like they literally like I'd reached out to them, so I was basically just trying to like get in contact with labels because like I wanted to see what if like if there was any interest in us like after the album, you know what I mean, see what type of help that we could get and like promotion and doing all this stuff. And like I submitted the thing on their website, and like I literally remember like looking at it, and I'm like, damn, these are all like super dope bands. Like they have like they did a tape for Saturdays at your place. So
yeah.
I'm like, there's no way that they're gonna reply to us, but like fuck it, why not? I'll drop a submission in the inbox. You know what I mean? And they actually did get back, so it was really dope. We got on the call with them, and like literally already had everything like made pretty much. Like they did all the mock-ups, everything super professional. Carly and Rick, bro, or Rick, I think, yeah, super cool people, really nice, got everything put together, and like I was super excited to see those tapes and like get them back and work with them. And there's a possibility in the future that like because we're pretty interested in it, we want to do a vinyl, so we may go through them, but we'll see. It's just kind of expensive, and we're broke bitches. So,
Yeah.
It's true.
yeah.
Dude, with that tape color too, when that got posted, I think yesterday, like it's such a good color. Like I'm so stoked for that color, but you guys like obviously doing that partnership, and I'm definitely ready for the pre-orders to go up, and then for me to get paid, so I can get that one added to the cart and get
Fuck
that
yeah.
one here.
That's what's up.
We could honestly, I'd be down to offer it you. We could probably just send you one if
Yeah.
you'd be cool with that.
Because you're the goat, bro.
I'm not gonna turn it down.
All right, we got you.
Hell yeah.
Once we
I
get them.
appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I'll make sure to return the favor and get some stuff out to you guys as well.
Oh,
Oh, hell yeah.
Thank you.
But yeah, like Leave It at That Records, for anyone that's listening, like they're killing it. That they just put out the Clipboards vinyl. Yeah, they've done stuff with Saturdays at Your Place, Casper Fight Scene. Yeah, so many bands from Michigan that I thought that they were from Michigan, which is kind of funny that they're not.
Yeah,
But yeah, just fucking killing it.
it's cool too because like Casper, like I fucking love all the guys in Casper so much. And like I want to play with Clipboards really bad. That'd be super fun. Yeah, I don't know. I love those dudes, bro. It was like it's a sad subject to talk about, man. But like Kenny, I really did not expect that he'd be leaving. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Dude,
I was thrown by that too.
It made me sad, man, because it was weird. Because like we got to play Pug Fest this year, and I saw him there, and I'm like I was chopping it up with him, and we were having a good conversation. I could have, you never know what's up. I don't want to speculate or anything, but like I just hope he's doing okay and that they're able to move on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was very happy. Obviously, Casper's been on the show, and when they did that run with Tiny Voices and oh fuck, I can't remember who else was on that. Oh no, Kerosene Heights was on that same run with them. They played Minneapolis, so I was able to I didn't tell any of the dudes that I was going to the show. I like to just kind of pop up so yeah. Just know if you guys ever come and play Minneapolis, hard possibility that I won't say anything. I'll just end up
be there. Yeah, that'd be hype as fuck.
That would be great.
You get a 4-way dap up, dude.
But I was walking up to the show and Kenny was outside on the phone. He was like, "Yo, are you Beers with Bands?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what up, dude?" And just shot the shit a little bit, but hopefully everything's good. I know that's gonna be a big kind of loss in that Michigan scene right now.
We actually have a show with them in Marquette on the 19th. So
they're also talented in that, though. I'm sure that they're gonna
find a way.
Push
Yeah.
through.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I just want to say, just for the record, if they ever get to see this, I really appreciate them because they put us onto the scene. Our first show that we did was with Kenny's other band, Small Comforts, and that was the one Merrick was talking about when he played with Vert Terms. That was literally our first real show. I mean, it was dope. So forever grateful to those guys.
Yeah. Shout out, Casper and Small Comforts. Hell yeah,
Shout
that's
out.
for them.
What are you drinking, Merrick? That looks good.
It is a Coors Light. I did find a beer. So.
We're drinking. Oh, I ripped the label off, but we're drinking hard cider. So we're kind of cheating.
I drink a Coors Light because Bud Light doesn't pay me enough. I don't think anybody got that reference, but
hopefully somebody listening.
Yeah.
No, but it's funny because it shows how long it's been since you guys were on the show. Because tonight you guys are drinking Angry Orchards, but the last time you guys were on the show, you guys were drinking root beers.
Yeah.
They grow up so
Crazy.
fast.
Yeah, that was I remember a couple days ago I was watching the old episode to mentally prepare and stuff, and I'm just damn, this reminds me of that scene in SpongeBob when he went to the salty spittoon. That's how fire. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
And we weren't tough enough.
We weren't tough enough. Yeah, we didn't eat our bowl of nails for breakfast.
I understand.
But rounding back to what you also said, you played Pug Fest this year. I know this is your first time playing. You guys have gone as fans of music before, but this year's Pug Fest lineup was fucking stacked. That's amazing that you guys were also got to be a part of it.
We got in last minute too, so it was I first of all, I also just want to say I fucking love Kyle and Ian, and I appreciate them for hooking us up with that. But we had played a whole bunch of shows, I think 4 or 5 for Pleasant Underground before we got that opportunity to play Pug, and the lineup had already come out, and I said we did go as attendees a long time ago, and even though we had our band and everything back in the day when Carly Cosgrove was playing Pug Fest, that was just the year before, right?
2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. I literally couldn't have ever imagined that we would be playing Pug Fest. You know what I mean? So it was just cool the way everything progressed. I was pretty confident. I was they might ask us, and it didn't come. But we kept playing all those shows. They're shutting down the Pug House, which is pretty sad. But Kyle had called us one day basically and asked us to take one of the farewell shows at Pug. And like it was super dope opportunity. We ended up taking it. And I was very convinced. I was like, I feel like if we do a good job here, that there's a possibility we'll be able to get to do that. So I wrote like a big text and I was like, yo, we're down to play this. But like if anyone pulls out of the lineup and you need someone to replace him, your guy's right here. You know what I'm saying? So he came in clutch like probably like a month before the event, and he was just like, yo, just following up on this, like, you guys got a spot. It was dope. And we opened at 215 West for like all the bands at the beginning of the day, which was like just one of the locations there. And I felt like we had a really good crowd. It was really dope. I honestly I wasn't expecting it to be that big since it was so early in the day, but there was a really good amount of people. Met a whole bunch of cool bands. Our show that we booked in New York, I've been dude, booking shows is probably one of the most difficult things in the world, bro. Especially in a place like New York, because you would think that they have like a big scene, but like unfortunately that's just not the case. There's not many house venues still around and stuff like that. And like getting in contact with a regular venue, they're like booked like 5 months in advance. So I was desperately trying to get something moving, like hitting people up every day, every day, every day. Wasn't getting anything. And I finally hit up Golden Hour Records, and John from Interlove. I had no clue he was in Interlove. I just recognized his face because I was looking at their profile. We pull up at Pug Fest and I see him and I'm like, yo, that's a Golden Hour booking, bro. What the fuck is he doing here? And yeah, we just talked for a minute. And yeah, I fuck with Interlove now. I've been listening to their music a lot. So it was cool to meet them. I wanted to meet got the people in Sweet Pill and Max Seal and shit, but I didn't get the opportunity, unfortunately, because I had some other stuff to do that day. But yeah, we met a lot of cool people there. It was a really good opportunity specifically for like the networking. That was really what like our main goal was, I feel like.
Yeah, and that one really, and then Merrick went and played another show on
The
the
same
day.
fucking day.
Yeah, I couldn't stick around. I really wanted to. Panda House is a band we've played with a couple times. They're really cool guys. Like they were playing that night, but I couldn't see them, unfortunately.
They killed it though. We love Panda
Yeah.
House.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know how that goes. Obviously I did Beers Advance Fest 2 this year, but I did the first one last year, and I had some friends that like I got to play the show, longtime homies, and yeah, I was kind of bummed. They double booked themselves that night, so like they played their set and then had to dip out. Still had plenty of beers without them, but
Respect.
that's how it works out.
See, I'm like a cocktail guy, bro. I gotta drink like a fruity little drink, you know? So this is like this is different for me, but I'm gonna suck it down.
This is pretty good still.
It is pretty good. I'm like an espresso martini type of dude, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I get bougie with my alcohol.
Yeah. I'm a dive bar, give me whatever beer's cheapest kind of guy.
Respect.
Mm.
Respect.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just drink water mostly, so
It's a smart thing to do.
I don't really drink a whole lot.
And like I mentioned earlier, you guys are leaving for tour tomorrow. I know you have had the dates posted, and you guys have had like kind of like a decent amount of shows between. I think your quote unquote like tour started like end of May. Because I think we had chatted up at one bit for a couple dates, and then now it's like kind of picking back up where you're doing like another run of like 5 or 6 days. This is technically like what the most amount of time you guys have been outside of your home state in like one stretch, technically.
Actually, yeah, I think that is true. When we made that flyer, I just wanted to make it look, more appealing, so we put more dates on it. But technically, this specific block of shows is really like the real tour. So,
right.
Yeah, I just thought, all those names on it would make it, look more appealing and stuff to people. But like, yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited. We got a lot of cool ones coming up. I've always wanted to like visit Philly, so it's cool we get to actually play there now. And we got like a really dope set of bands too. Like, I'm really happy about that show. The first show tomorrow in Pittsburgh is TV's Norm, Secret Tunnel, Cheap 52, and us. Cheap 52 is coming from Philly. They're also playing with us again in Philly a couple days later. And then the next one is Massapequa VFW Hall in New York. That is No Coincidence. Sorry, I'm about to burp. No Coincidence, Losing Color, Everything is Unfamiliar, Ourselves, and Arms Reach. And then the one in Baltimore is Haynes Point. That's drummer of Combat's other band. Their shit is really good. You can check that shit out. And then it's also Gatwick, Glass Island. I feel bad. I really don't want to mess up any of these names, but Glass Island, New Clarity, and Ourselves. And then the final show is the one I'm really, really excited for specifically, Haunt Dog, one of my new favorite bands. Like,
Yeah.
and it's genuinely like I love listening to like local music and stuff, but it's very rare that like a local band or like just like a smaller band from an area will become one of my favorites. But I genuinely like Haunt Dog is like one of my favorite bands right now. Like I've been listening to their music like a lot. So it's Haunt Dog, Cheap 52, and Dustball. So I'm really, really excited for those shows. We got House Show Philly to help us book that as well. Really cool venue called The Garden on like Temple campus. I'm super hyped for that. It's gonna be so fun.
I'm definitely jealous. You're getting to see Haunt Dog in person. I haven't had that opportunity. Obviously, they haven't made it out this way, and I haven't made it to Philly on my own yet. But like, yeah, that's very sick that you guys have connected.
Yeah, they're absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then you also have like one other show. I don't think you mentioned.
Oh,
in
bro,
that
how'd I
list.
forget? Yeah, that's crazy. We're playing with Kerosene Heights, Swiss Army Wife, and Dikembe.
Yeah, another stacked fucking lineup that is insane.
We got lucky. We got lucky as fuck.
Yeah, no, that's like probably the most excited I've ever been for a show
Oh, yeah.
that we've ever played.
This is gonna be
So
crazy.
we've been like, Austin's not here anymore. I actually kind of just realized that Austin left. So, but Austin's like been listening to Dikembe forever, and we love Kerosene Heights.
Kerosene Heights is another one of my like all-time favorites, low key, to be honest. Like I absolutely fucking love Kerosene Heights.
And I've always heard of Swiss Army Wife, but I never checked them out till recently. But I love their music now, so I'm really hyped for that show.
It's gonna be really dope. It's looking like tickets are moving pretty well for all their other shows too. So I would imagine that this one's probably gonna be pretty packed. And like I've always wanted to play like a sold out room, and like I feel like it's very possible that that could be the case with this.
Yeah,
I can't. You keep reminding me. I can't believe I didn't mention that.
I mean that one's got the most amount of homies on it. I haven't sat down with Dikembe, but Kerosene Heights and Swiss Army Wife, like two goated bands, and like to see them like get to play shows together because like they have such a good connection living across the fucking country from each other. It's just always so sick to see them both on a bill.
And they just got signed to Side One Dummy. That's major.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you heard their?
I gotta go pre-order that album.
Yeah.
Have you heard those new singles for it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's sounding sick as hell. I can't wait. So
yeah, definitely one of the bands that's for sure killing it right now in the scene. Everyone I feel like is putting out sick stuff. Like you guys in as well. Like this album is super sick. Just like I don't know what it is the past couple years, but like everyone's just putting out fucking straight bangers.
Thank you. Hell yeah.
can't do anything else. You got it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, we're really happy with how Riverbends is doing so far too. The streams have been doing way better than I thought they were going to be honest. I hope, crossing my fingers, bro. We really want to get lucky again and get Discover Weekly or something like that. That'd be so dope. That's how You're Terrific got the streaming numbers that it did. Literally just because like we just had like some really supportive friends in high school, and like that I don't know what it was that like triggered it to happen, but I just think we just got like a high influx of streams from like our friends, and it just was like, all right, here you go.
Also, shout out Full Blown Meltdown if you know. They shouted out.
They did, yeah, on like their like 365 days of emo.
Yeah, so we really appreciated that, and I like because I wanted to get on. They do like a New Music Friday, and I wanted to get on that, but I sent it like the morning of Friday, and they're like, you might have to send this like a little bit before the morning of, and I was like, my bad.
Yeah. And that dude's everywhere, bro. He knows everywhere.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. And their music's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm really stoked to see what this next. I know he's got like a record cooking, and I'm really stoked to see what it's gonna be like.
Oh yeah.
Shout
out Mollify.
Shout out. I was actually talking with him in the DMs, and we were talking. I was like, I'm really hyped for that new project. So we'll see how that sounds when it comes out.
Hell yeah.
With this record coming out, obviously, with it being kind of like a hot minute since technically new LoudFoxCult like stuff had come out, like, and forgive me if you had just mentioned this, but like, were you a little not worried, but like hesitant as to like how it was going to be received?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to sound like a douchebag when I say this, but I'm supremely confident with it because like I've been wanting to put out an album for like we all have for like years. Literally, like I said, dude, I have a picture of Jackson and me on my wall from like preschool. Like we've been friends forever, you know what I mean? So like it's just a goal we've just had for a long time. And now that it's finally coming, like with how much of a perfectionist like I know myself to be, and we can all be sometimes, it's just cool to like finally have something that I'm just like, even if you don't like this kind of music, you can listen to it and be like, this is pretty good. You know what I mean? Or at least like I appreciate the production value, or like I can tell they put a lot of time into it. So
But I mean, that being said, I was really scared for how the reception was going to be, honestly. Because like you work on something for so long and you get like, you're like, I don't even know if this is good anymore, you know? And like, because you've heard it so many
yeah.
times. But I'm really grateful for like all the people that have hit us up and told us how they feel about it and all that good stuff.
Yeah, we've got a pretty good outpouring of support. It's been really nice, especially like, you know, since Riverbend just came out. We were like running ads and stuff like Google ads and like Instagram ads. And we got people hitting us up that were like, damn, is this about Riverbend's park? Which like we wrote the song about a park near our house, basically. Um, it's just been super dope as well. Something else that I'll do that's like pretty like that has helped a lot, surprisingly, and like I guess this is just like a tip for other bands as well, is like I'll just go on Omegle and just show people our music. Like that's why like when we like connected, I had like that chessboard set up. That's like my shtick usually. Like I'll have like I'll be playing chess with people, and I'm like, if I win, you gotta listen to my music. You know what I mean? And it's helped us a lot actually. Like our follower counts got up a little bit. We got a whole bunch of new fans. It's like it's good. It's good if you do it the right way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I love that because like everyone's mentality now is like, oh, I need to do something on TikTok to get it to pop off. But you're going to old school with it and doing Omegle. Like that's fucking.
Oh yeah. No, if you go
sick.
person to person, it is genuinely just such a good way to like build connection, because it's not just a hollow like, yo, let me shill my shit out to you. You know what I mean? It's more like you're still kind of doing it because you're asking people to listen, but like you talk to people, like you actually develop like a real connection, and then like they're always gonna be like, yo, like if you start doing good, like I met this guy on Omegle, I'm like day one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just cool. I like building those connections. It's really nice.
No, I respect it because like I'm also one of those people too that like you're kind of mentioning, like if I'm scrolling through TikTok and I see a band doing a skit, like sometimes depending on what it is, it'll hit and I'll be like, okay, maybe I'll check out this band. But then like I feel like most of the time it's like, and this isn't a knock to any band that's doing this. I think it's just because I'm so numb to a lot of it at this point. But I'm just like, okay, I can tell you guys are trying like way too hard to the point where like I'm not as interested in like wanting to check out your stuff.
Yeah.
Like the band, this is like the band Dear Marianne, like they had done that one they were doing like a Mom Jeans like rip off, and it was I can't remember the name of the song, but I think it's Natty Light actually is what it ended up being.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I found that one and I was like, okay, this is my right audience. Like here, this one works. But then there'll be like another band that does something and I'm like, nope, can't.
Yeah.
Don't
Hey,
care.
shout out to Marianne too. I love Dear Marianne.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the homies. But also, we used to be the kings of rage bait. Don't get it twisted. On TikTok, we're motherfuckers, dude.
I mean, I used to make like the only way I could get people to like stuff on TikTok is if we made fun of ourselves. So I'd like do videos of like Isaac would be singing something in like while we're recording, and
I'm this fucking nerd.
Yeah. I feel like this guy paid me $400 to record here, and he absolutely sucks. And that would be, but then it's like that's not getting anybody to listen to your music. It just makes people
be like,
upset.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny actually? I don't know. I listen to Trash. I don't know how long they've been popping in the scene, you know what I'm saying? But it was really funny because we posted one of those videos. And Derek Barry from Trash commented on that video, and he was like, so this dude paid you $400 or whatever it was to help you to help him achieve his vision, and you just fucking shit all over him like it's on the internet. And I just found it like a couple weeks ago. Like I was scrolling through the comments and I'm like, bro, this is Derek Barry from Trash, bro. It's funny, like his only impression of us is just that, and it's just like, damn. I hope we can rewrite that one day. Yeah,
100%.
That's pretty amazing. He liked one of the he liked my Instagram post today. So I was on a little bit of a high at work when I saw that happen.
Good man.
Yeah.
It helped that the people that were on today's episode are also friends with him, so it worked out. But still, I made the post, so
Fuck yeah.
Ching.
Yeah, no, that is a cha-ching moment.
Oh shit, he's back.
Oh.
I'm running.
Let's go.
Give us a work update. What are you up to right now?
Work update. So we had this really big silly party of people that weren't buying much, and I was so I work at the Whitney. It's like a fancy old mansion in Detroit that they turned into a restaurant. And
Haunted, by the way.
Haunted.
what's that?
I said haunted, by the way.
Oh, it is haunted. It is creepy and haunted. And I was working up at they call it the ghost bar because it's a haunted mansion.
Do you even have a beer with you?
No, I don't have a beer with me, man. I'll get a beer. I'll get a beer when I come over tonight.
You look like the pit boy on from Fallout, bro.
You do.
Oh, yeah. So is there much of an interview still happening, or
Yeah, no, I think you came back at like the perfect time.
Oh, perfect.
We talked a little bit about Pug Fest and obviously the tour that's about to happen, some of the 6 shows. But I think since you're back, I think this is a perfect time to kind of go around the horn here. The new record will be out by the time this episode's out. But like from each one of your guys' perspectives, like what is like your favorite song on this record, or something that like you think someone will get out of this record if they're going to check it out?
Austin, you can start.
All right. Personally, off of this record, I'd have to say "Drive You Mad" would be my favorite song. I feel like you said at the beginning, before I had left, it definitely has like the catchiest like hooks. I really like the guitar tone in the song. I feel like there's things about it that just kind of like hit the hardest to me, from like a lyrical standpoint, and also like just an overall sound standpoint. And yeah, I think that people definitely resonate with that one.
Yeah, sure. You wanna go next? Or
No, Merrick, go for it.
Yeah, you go. Sorry.
Man, I'd probably say Shoot Pool Not People. I do love that song so much. Like the rhythm guitar, like there's just everything about that song is so good.
Virtual Fist
I
Bump?
know. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I know it's not on the album anymore, but Passing You By was a really good one I liked a lot. Yeah, I don't know. Like their Bodies is really Figure It Out is really good. Like they're all so good. So, but if I had to choose one, yeah, probably Shoot Pool Not People. So,
yeah, I'd probably say Number One Fan is probably my favorite. Just I think that one just like hits so different than anything else on the album, and I'm really proud of the lyrical content on that one. So yeah, I'd say that one.
That's actually a really good question. I'm gonna try to answer it fully. So for me personally, on the album, I would say either Riverbends or Figure It Out. I feel like those songs are just like the most generally marketable to most people. Shoot Pull Out People was also really good. I really love that song. In my opinion, I still love the way that it is now, but the demo, it's like, some bands just will get like demo-itis. And like, I really feel like the demo of that song has like something specific that the full version like doesn't necessarily, but that doesn't mean that the full version is bad. I still absolutely love it. Like it came out working really well. And I would say live, I think probably Bodies is my favorite, but it's just like very hard to sing. Like I already told them that like I can't do that for every song of the tour because then I will lose my voice. Like it's no question about it, So we got to pick and choose selectively like which ones we bring the heat out for. But for people who do listen to the album, what I think they would be able to get out of it is, oh damn, that is such a good question. Like I don't even know how I can like really fully approach answering that. I just like, I don't know. I hope people are able to listen to it and give whatever meaning they can to it. Because like I was mentioning earlier with like the Glow Part 2, the fun part for me about like listening to music or like listening to a full album from beginning to end is like making my own story for it. So like, I don't know. I just like, I think it's interesting. Like we don't really have like a cohesive like meaning for everything. I feel like, I don't know if you would agree with that, but like I just feel like I feel like if someone does come up with something like that, like they have a story for like, because like the Glow Part 2, I literally view every song as like a point in the story. You know what I mean? So like I would love for someone to have that kind of relationship with it and like tell me about it one day. I think that would be super awesome.
I actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to change my answer, but I will say Rainbow. I love Rainbow so much. I was thinking that was like one of the first new ones, maybe that I heard. But yeah, and like Glory and Gore by Lord. That's like the one Lord
Oh,
song I know too.
I forgot about
Um,
that. I forgot about that. That was good.
but that song is really, really good. I like that song a lot too. So.
And just so I'm gonna say this just so it doesn't go unnoticed because he brought it up. One of my favorite lines that like and like I don't want to take a lot of credit for a lot of things because like we we all obviously like play a huge role, but like I don't really make lyrics a lot. That's one lyric I'm super proud of. I said, "Swinging a sword while you listen to Lord with glory and gore." That's kind of hard, bro. I like that. I like that line. I feel really good about that line. I'm gonna glaze myself. You know what I'm
That's allowed. It goes hard.
saying? Thank you. You did.
No, but I mean, I just hope that like at the end of the day that it either helps somebody out or it enhances their day just as background music, whatever it is that makes people enjoy themselves. So I think that that's how we all feel too, is like it's more about like energy than than like any we really take a long time with the lyrics, but I think it's more about the energy that it brings to the song. So
I like that like Riverbends has like a whole bunch of like screaming and ad libs and stuff. Like I feel it adds a lot of character to the song. It wouldn't be the same without it, you know? Stuff like that.
Yeah. No, like I've said, this whole record is super sick. All the songs hit. I feel like it's sequenced also very well. Like just the order that you guys have it in is done perfectly. Like
He's the
I
goat
don't
with
I don't feel like anything like drags on or anything like that. Like it's the right amount of ebbs and flows that keeps you hooked the entire time.
Oh yeah.
Like you guys really like truthfully killed it. I think on this record.
I appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
thank you, man. Yeah,
Thank you.
I really appreciate how you said earlier how like the acoustic song being in the middle was like a good switch up, because I think that was like the point of us putting it there, because it's like I was listening to it and we were thinking of that song being the last song for a little while, and when I was listening to it as the last song, as that being the last song, I was like, it might like the album might just need this in the middle, because like if you listen to it all the way through without it, it kind of like could, because it's all very like the guitar tone is similar and on everything and whatnot, so it's like a good change of pace right in the middle of the record. So I appreciate you saying that.
And one of my favorite moments too on the entire album, we really like at least I don't want to speak for everybody, but like I feel like personally Remo Drive is the reason why our band exists. Because like we used to be in this band called ASOTV. Like it was the same people, just Austin Jackson and me, but it was just like shittier music. Like it was really bad. You know what I mean? Because like I don't know if you've ever heard of Blind Pilot. That was one of my favorite bands as like a kid, and like I wanted to make shit like that. But we all had this night, bro, where we went to fucking this restaurant called Pyology. It's like a pizza place. And like it was a rainy ass day. We were all just fed up. We were like, damn, our music is ass, bro. And we fucking went to this place and we just like we all had like a moment where we were just like, we gonna get like Remo Drive, bro. You know what I'm saying? And why the fuck did I bring this up? I feel like I had a reason.
Yeah, I can't be in your
That's
mind.
so crazy, dude. Oh my god. But yeah, basically, I remember. They had I forgot what songs it was on Greatest Hits, but it was two songs that like if you play them next to each other on Spotify, you can't tell that they're two songs. Like they sound exactly like each other. So one of my favorite album moments on the album, because I wanted to do something like that. The original plan was to do it between every song, so it just sounds like almost like a big movie. You know what I mean? Like just one big cohesive piece of music. But we only did it between Number One Fan and Going to Hell. Or excuse me, Going to Do Hell and Number One Fan. It's the last line is like I will not miss, and then when you go into Number One Fan, it's too many movies and too little popcorn. They go like right into each other.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that because like there's I know since we mentioned them already, but Saturdays at Your Place, they do that also really well too. And I love getting an album like that I'm listening to where I kind of get lost in the album and I don't realize like, oh, I've switched songs, or like I'm X amount of songs further than I thought I was, because
Yeah.
everything's flowing so well, and you'll get those moments where like two songs blend together perfectly. And then going back to your Remo Drive point, I think when we talked about this on the last episode, obviously Remo Drive has greatest hits. You guys have Cult Classic. I'm pretty sure like there's a tie-in, if I remember correctly, there in inspiration from Remo Drive at the same time.
Yeah, I don't even remember, to be honest, but yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Yeah, no, there was.
Yeah.
We were even thinking about calling this record. It's not exactly a nod to that, but it would be. We were thinking of calling it "Brought to You," so it would be brought to you by LoudFoxCult.
And we've had that idea since we were in like middle school.
So nobody take that. If anybody's listening,
no, you better not do it. Don't do it.
But yeah, overall, like this record's great. I hope everyone listens to it and loves it as much as you guys did. Putting it together, it's been great to listen to, and I guess I'm also so happy with everything you guys have going on. You guys are still kicking, doing everything, working with Leave It at That Records. Those tapes are going to be sick. Very stoked on all that.
Oh yeah, dude, I appreciate that a lot. Seriously, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
As we start to wind down, obviously we got Austin back for a little bit since he's on another break. This question is going to be for him. I know we kind of talked about earlier, getting to work with Leave It at That Records and like this new tape coming out. How do you feel about like getting LoudFoxCult on a physical media that's not just a CD itself?
I think it's so awesome, especially it being a tape. I think that like especially recently, for when it comes to merch, in the past couple years, people really appreciate that, even if they don't have any kind of tape player. That sorry, I got people outside. But no, I think it's super cool, and that I think it's a real like wanted thing now, because it's something that maybe necessarily that they can't play, but they still like they just want to find ways to support the band and having cool little things. And also like some people, we have like a bunch of little art going into the cassettes and stuff like that. And I think it's a real cool way to sell something besides something printed on a T-shirt or a hat. And I know we're also thinking about doing vinyls in the future. So those things really, really excite me.
Yeah. No, like I think you nailed it perfectly. Like I'm a bigger dude. You can't see it. The camera is up top, but like, depending on what a band prints on a shirt, like if there's a big old logo on the front, it doesn't always look best on us bigger dudes. So like anytime a band has like, tapes or some sort of physical media, I'll generally buy that. Like I mentioned earlier when we were talking about tapes, I don't even have a tape player, and I have so many tapes right now that like it's gonna be a problem at some point.
Yeah, it's overflowing the shelf.
Yeah, and I'm like, I can't even listen to any of these, and they're just like, there. They look great. I'll have to send you like my setup, but hopefully get a tape player soon. But yeah, like anytime that there's something like that, especially like those moments where you can't afford to get like a record or something like that from a band, tapes are usually a fraction of that price. So it's a little easier on the wallet to do that and still have a little bit of money to get something to eat after a show. But it's very sick that you guys are getting to do that. And like I mentioned earlier, that color that they picked for this one is so sick. It's going to be a great color for this one.
No,
we had a whole lot of options. There was a few, but I feel like just like the purple goes well with the cover art, so it kind of was like a no-brainer,
Whose dog is that on the cover art, by the way?
So our photographer Cam is like I almost would even like consider him a band member, even though he doesn't like play with us. I mean, we're bringing him on tour. We're bringing our friend Joma on tour with us. He'll be like our little TM, like run shit for us, run the doors and all that. But like, yeah, he's just like, I absolutely fucking love Cam. Cam's a homie. Those are pictures from like a couple years ago that he's just had on his phone. I think that's either his mom's or his grandma's dog, something like that. But I like the kind of like dogs have become like a theme, because like losing focus, the cover of that. My dog passed away, unfortunately. Dude, check this out. I got her little sweater here, bro. It makes me so sad every time I see it. But yeah, she was like a little Yorkie. So I don't know. I like the theme of there being of like dogs and stuff. And another cool thing, I'm Going to Heal, the music video for that song. He really helped us out. He pulled some clutch shit together. He went to an estate sale a couple of years ago, and basically just like old lady died, and her family was just like selling her shit off. And they had authentic, like real footage on film from the 50s of them traveling vacation across the entire country, east to west coast. Like they had clips in like Detroit, clips in like Utah, clips like everywhere. Like they're at like the GM building. Like there were so many different places that they hit. So much cool footage that like I'm sure they would never think this is cool footage. Like it's just like, just video. But like to us now in hindsight, being able to look at that, like it's like a whole trip down memory lane. This family literally was just like, we don't want these anymore. They sold them for like $5 and he went and got them developed. And we literally have like 3 straight hours of like the cool, like every single frame is awesome. So we're gonna take all that. We're working on it right now. We're almost done with it. And we're chopping it up to fit that song and like the visuals combined with like the actual audio. I'm like, it's like it's blowing me away so far. It's really fucking cool.
Dude, hell yeah. I'm stoked.
Hell yeah.
It's been a great time getting to catch up and talk about all things LoudFoxCult. As I normally say, I like to end off these episodes on a high note. Not to say that we aren't already on a good high note already, but my final question to the 4 of you is, you may remember this question from the last time if I asked it. I don't remember what I was doing in the 140s episodes, but here in the 260s, 250s, my final question to the 4 of you is, from your time in LoudFoxCult, what has been your favorite moment that you've gotten to experience so far?
Bro, you with the fire questions today, bro. Who wants to go? You want to go first, Austin?
I mean, definitely playing shows. There was this really fun show that we played as soon as we got back from our first trip of recording the album last summer. It was at the Sanctuary, and it was really last minute. That a little last minute show that we threw together. Even some of the bands were like, "Are you sure that people are going to come out to this?" Because we're announcing this like a week and a half beforehand. But honestly, it was probably one of our most packed shows, and there's this really cool to me picture of myself on our Instagram, and I'm like up front on the stage and everyone's around me, and I'm playing the song that we had it on the record originally, and then we took it off. We just didn't feel like it was strong enough, or it was kind of just like a good idea that we tried to put together at the studio that just didn't really work. And it was where like Isaac wouldn't play guitar and he would just be singing, and I'd play guitar by myself, and I kind of got up on the stage, and there's a really cool picture of Jackson's sister right in front of me. I just really like the energy of that photo, and kind of want to keep that energy at the rest of our shows. And whenever we get to that energy level, I feel really happy.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Merrick?
Yeah, Merrick.
I don't know. I mean, it's definitely going to be a show for sure.
He hasn't had any good times, actually.
Yeah,
No, actually, I hate these guys.
These guys.
No, we played a show in Ferndale. That one was pretty fun just because I got to have this like huge paper mache mask of like Hermie from that old like Rudolph claymation movie.
Okay.
It's really heavy. And so I got to play in that. I only made it like 4 songs in because it was just too heavy.
How fuck you see
that-
out of that shit, bro?
Yeah, you can't really see out of it, and it's literally just like a bike helmet with chicken wire and like paper mache, and like the bike helmet like clip like always like pinches your chin and all that. So that was pretty brutal, and like looking back at the pictures from that show, like I just look so gross. Like I'm just drenched in sweat. Like
It was underwear, bro. Like
Yeah,
literally.
I was in my briefs. Yeah, it was pretty rough.
Merrick, you can never look gross, dude.
Thank you.
No, yeah, you're definitely the most Chad out of everybody.
I don't know about all that, but I'd say either that show or we played like a basement show at my buddy's place.
Oh,
Because actually it was all the bands that I was in, and it was Halloween, and so like everybody's in costumes, and it was just like all of our close friends, and it was really packed. I mean, it was really a tiny basement, but that might be my favorite show. I don't know. It was such good vibes. Yeah, I don't know. It's a toss up between those two shows for sure.
I think probably my favorite experience that we've had so far, it's also going to be a show. When we went on our first tour, the one really good show that we did it in Brooklyn, and our buddies were there. Like we have some friends that we've known online forever. So they came through, and the show was great, but I mean, probably my favorite part of it was just hanging out with them afterwards and going and exploring Brooklyn a little bit. And yeah, I mean that was probably my favorite.
American Cam went on a little date at that same time as well.
Yeah.
We went to
Yeah,
Pug Fest.
we hit all the spots in New York. We saw like I think we saw like all the tourist spots.
And that was like the
fun.
first time they
Yeah.
like really like hung out. As
Yeah, that was like the first time I met
Yeah.
Cam pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was that was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, and
So-
they left us, and me, Jackson, and Isaac, and our New York buddies were at this bar, and the bartender was definitely doing coke, dude. He
Oh,
was definitely doing.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm surprised if he's still alive. To be honest.
So it got to the point where he was just handing us bottles, and we were pouring our own drink.
Our own drinks, bro.
He goes,
And-
we keep
and-
going up to him asking for more drinks, and he goes, "I'm sick of this. You guys just take it." Hands me everything to make drink. So we just took it back to the table, and we had some drinks.
And I had stopped. I tried to, because I knew that like I would eventually probably need to drive, but I was waiting for Merrick and Cam because I was like, these guys haven't drank at all, and we got to start hitting the road. So I'm waiting, and I probably waited like 4 or 5 hours until and then I call them, and then it's like 4 a.m, and I call them, and Cam's like, "Dude, we're at the Eiffel Tower." I mean,
Eiffel Tower.
They got all the way to the Eiffel Tower.
That's so long, brother.
right now, dude. It's like I don't think we're gonna be able to make it back. We're like an hour and a half away. So I was like, "Oh, dude!" So I sat in the car. Jackson and Isaac are like asleep at this point, and I waited until like 5 a.m, and then finally left in the van and got us like a couple hours into the drive. But it was a fun, rough, silly, weird night. I definitely want to revisit Brooklyn on the tour. It was a good time.
I have to say really quick, every time you come on screen, Austin, we get flashbanged, and it's the funniest thing ever. We're like, there's nothing, and then it's just like the brightest light in my face. But what are you feeling?
I'll say for me, I actually have 2 moments. So the first one, I don't know if this is necessarily my favorite, but it's the thing that is most notable and sticks out to me the most. I don't know if I've talked about it yet, but this merch design that we have right here, I can't really like flip the screen. This text right here came from that show. There's this gentleman named John Chapeldine. He's one of Merrick's friends. We played at a dance academy. So it's like literally like people just like it's like literally like a dance academy. And he got a whole bunch of cool bands. There's this one from like LA that came, like just like a really cool mixed bill. And I wasn't really sure how I was gonna go before, but it ended up being like one of my favorite shows. I do jujitsu, and I had some of my jujitsu friends come to the show, and like no, they're not the type of people who would normally like listen to or like that kind of music. But they came, they had a good time, and it was really cool. My homie Ryan is super fucking tall. He's like 6'5", 6'6". I noticed him in the crowd in the middle of the set. And normally I'm not lucid like that when I'm playing. Like I'm low-key too scared to look in the crowd. But like I noticed him, and the vibe was like right, bro. We pointed to each other. It was crazy. It was a cool show. They had like a whole bunch of like art exhibits. They did like a raffle at the end. It was really fun. So that was probably one of my favorite shows. But then one of my favorite moments as a band, this happened a long time ago. I'm just not remembering it. We had a fan. I feel bad because I don't remember their name. But they remade the cake from You're Terrific. Oh my God. Sorry. The cover art of You're Terrific. They like literally went out of their way to like home make like a whole cake, like just remake the picture. And they posted it on TikTok a long time ago. And when we switched distributors, we went from IndieFi. Fuck IndieFi. We went from IndieFi to DistroKid. And because that happened, the video got like lost. I just recently found it again. But like they literally like went to the store, got their own all the shit, like completely remade it. It was super cool. Like because like obviously we're still so small of a band that it's like, you know, you'll have fans and you'll meet people that you like, you know, encounter at shows, you see them a lot. But like it's very like far and few in between that someone will like go out of their way to do something that cool, like with something that you've made. You know what I mean? So it was like a very notable experience. But yeah, it was cool. I love that.
No, that's fucking awesome that they took the time to like redo the whole cake. Like that shows that like, yes, as whatever size you think you are, like you still have people that like are connecting with your shit and like give a fuck about you guys. Like that's fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, and it's so weird too to think about how that song has that many streams. Like it doesn't feel real. Like it's so weird too because like even my favorite bands, some of my favorite bands don't have songs that have that many streams. You know what I mean? And it's like I'm very lucky and grateful that we're in that position. And it's like you never know, like with the song that has that many streams, how many people that has touched and affected. Like there's probably someone out there who like that song means like the world to them. Like they met their girlfriend or their boyfriend to that song or something, you know? And it's like it's dope. It's very cool to me.
I mean, those are all great moments, and you know, maybe when we get together in another year or two and we talk about the next release, there'll be hopefully some more great moments that you guys will talk about. You know, I can't stress enough, everyone that's listening, please go listen to "I'm Going to Heal After You." It's such a great album. If you haven't listened to it already, please go do so. Pick up a tape if you haven't already. If anyone's looking for Loud Fox Cult merch, music, or just the band in general, where can they find it?
Hit us up on Instagram. It's just our band name, just at LoudFoxCult, LoudFoxCult.
So depending on where you found this episode, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, or you watched the YouTube version and got to see all of their lovely faces like I did tonight, make sure you check the hyperlinks down below. Go follow them on all the socials. Be ready for new music, new merch, new tour dates. Get them to a city near you if they aren't going there already. If they are going to a city near you, go to those shows because I'm not there, so you all have to go to those shows for me. But like truly, gentlemen, it's been great to catch up. I can't stress enough. This album is killer, and I'm so stoked and happy for everything that you guys have been doing this past year.
Nice to catch up with you too, bro. I really appreciate it. Thank you for giving us a platform, man. It's nice to see you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thanks.
Next time, maybe you get you guys to Minneapolis, and we'll do one of these in person.
Oh, yo, that would
sick. That'd be sick.
We want to come out west eventually. We got to figure that out, but that would be awesome. That'd be
super fun.
So everyone, go listen to Loud Fox Cult. Listen to "I'm Gonna Heal After You," and tune in next week for the next episode.
Tune in next fucking week.
Tune in next week.
Hell yeah.
Beers with bears.